Hi, my name is Sydney Chamblin, and this is my dad, George Chamblin.
And we're going to put stewardship to the test. A lot of times Christians will say, everything I have belongs to the Lord. That's true, but do we really mean it? Before we get into that, Sydney, how would you define stewardship or the word steward?
I would say that a steward is someone who has been entrusted with something. They don't own it, but they're taking care of it.
Okay, so this car right here is a Jeep, I believe, Grand Cherokee. And this illustration came from my buddy Richie Salem, and I thought this is the greatest illustration. With this car right here, let's say I own it. I'm leaving the country for 6 months. And I say, Sydney, you get to drive this car, this piece. It's yours. Have at it for 6 months. What would your attitude be? This is the other one. Oh,
These are the good ones.
okay, don't dog the little Dodge van. I'm just glad to have it. Okay, with that vehicle, you got it for 6 months. What's your attitude? You don't own it. You didn't buy it. You get to drive it. What's your attitude?
I would be thrilled.
Okay. Now, on the other hand, what if I gave that to you as a gift? And then 6 months later, I say, you know what? I got to have this thing back. Times are a little harder financially. I want the vehicle back. What would your attitude be?
I'd be very happy when you gave it to me, but if you took it back, I would think you were taking something that was mine back away from me.
That's absolutely perfect. So in both situations, you had a vehicle for 6 months. It wasn't yours. You didn't really own it. Okay. It was given as a gift. And yet in one situation, you're mad. The other, you're just happy to have it. Really, with stewardship, we are called to manage. We are entrusted to manage certain things. As parents, Psalm 127 says children are a gift from the Lord. And so we are to be stewards of our children as gifts. The same thing with our possessions, the same thing with the gospel. We are entrusted with all these things. So my question to you is, does the Lord have everything of yours? And if the answer is yes, well, are you being a good steward of all that he's given to you? Jesus said, for those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Thank you.
Now give me those keys back.